The Seattle University School of Law Academic Resource Center Access Program, known as ARC, is changing the face of the profession. The ARC program's mission is to help ensure that the legal system reflects the demographics of the general population by increasing the number of lawyers from underrepresented groups.
Many schools have a conditional admit program where you come in the summer and you take a few classes, and depending on what grades you get in the program depends whether you get admitted into the law school. This is not what we do. What we do is you're admitted into the law school, and instead of taking one of a generic criminal law courses, you get invited to take the course that we teach along with TAs.
ARC not only provides a vehicle for access to law school, but equally important, it provides tangible academic and non-academic support for ARC program students.
We came to realize that using the traditional indicia of admission to law school, LSATs and undergraduate grade point average, simply didn't capture people who had great talent for the practice of law. What the LSAT is measuring is whether a person already thinks like a lawyer, not whether the person can learn to think like a lawyer. And the program is designed to teach just exactly that these are skills that can be learned. And it's been enormously successful on that premise. People have succeeded.
It's critically important, if you're going to be a law school committed to diversity and social justice, to find a way to bring in students who are not from the traditional population that usually go to law school. And the ARC program does that as well as any program in the country and has been doing it for a quarter of a century.
By diversifying the experiences and the backgrounds and the individuals of people who participate in legal education, we're diversifying the types of lawyers that enter the profession and therefore serve the communities as a whole.
The more than 700 ARC alumni increase access to justice because they bring their experiences, values, and perspectives to the practice, thereby giving voice to those who were previously unheard. They not only provide legal services to their communities, but also serve as role models for future generations.
That's who you represent in the community. You know, are people of different color. They are not just all one standard stereotypical type. You have to be able to deal with different kind of nationalities, different kind of ethnic groups, different kinds of language barriers, ethical, social barriers, cultural barriers, and so you're inculcated with that type of experience right away when you start the program, because you're surrounded by different people.
And it's the first time that I've been around a group of people that have just as a unique story as I do. Like, each person has something amazing about them.
It creates this unity that's so unique in that sense. You get a lot of different viewpoints coming together and sharing their experiences.
With the law school, you know, a lot of the diversity is built through the ARC program. Some of the students that are so diverse that should be in law school may not have had the opportunity to be in law school without the ARC program.
I haven't seen anything like it. I mean, diversity in terms of background, culture, experience, age, ethnicity, religion, you name it.
I come from a small village in Alaska of about 150 people, and I was the first person in my family to go to grad school, and to come from such a small community of pretty much all of us were Alaska Native Athabascan Indians, to finishing my undergrad and then coming to law school. It was, there was more people in 2 classes than there were my whole community.
When you are sitting in a class, look to your right, look to your left. Every one of those people could be a network for you.
You have a bunch of different people that have different talents, and they may have different racial backgrounds as well, different religious backgrounds, and I think everyone comes together to see within a very intimate environment how they can perhaps use someone else's talents to make themselves a better student and a better attorney.
We're not all the same, and we don't look the same, we don't act the same, so we're able to bring different flavor and different understanding of the situation, and that's what I like about the program.
Not only do ARC students and alumni help each other, but ARC students and alumni enrich the law school and the profession.
I think ARC is also unique because really your class, when you come in with the class that you start with, that really is your family. And your extended family becomes every other ARC class that has been there before you and that will be there after you. And that, to me, is a very unique law school experience.
When you see the alumni also, they make you feel the same way, and that's what I really enjoy and love about it, is when they know you're an Archie and they're Archie, it's an instant click.
There's so much support, so much love, so much energy in the program and with all the people, and everybody wants to work together. Everybody's really in it as a group, as a team, and it's really making a difference in, you know, wanting to come to school every day and being really excited about taking the classes.
So you feel free to say what you want to say, how you feel without being judged, and that, I think, open and accepting environment really allows for people to feel comfortable with each other, and that's what kind of develops in the sense of family.
Just incredible to know that there was people backing you and people supporting you and people that believed in you and believed that you could make it in law school, and to give you that opportunity, I think, has just been incredible.
I didn't expect to have such great relationships with the people that came through the program, both before me, with me, and after me. I expected it simply to be a few extra study sessions and a very cold and calculated type of program, which it really isn't.
And ARC reminds you that we're human beings having a human experience in law. And part of it is to support one another and how we can support our clients when we get out. For me, I think that's very important.
You feel like you deserve to be here, but that also because your peers are so absolutely amazing and hardworking, that you also have to be amazing and hardworking too. I look back and I think I'm so absolutely 100% lucky to be here, but at the same time deserve to be here as well.
What I like that ARC is, again, stick together. I mean, we've just been to the reception where alums from all different years of graduation still come together, they interact, they mingle, it's a family. And you're being part of the family, and you can't let the family down.
And I've had that experience in my life this year, a personal crisis, and I was advised to call one of the ARC alum, who's a top attorney in Seattle, high-powered, very, very successful, doesn't know me, called up, left my name, said I'm in an ARC program. He called back within 5 minutes. And I would do the same, and it's just, you're an Archie, you're there for the next Archie.
ARC alumni's contribution to the profession has been recognized by local and national organizations. For example, one was named one of the 5 top community college presidents in the country. Another received the King County Bar President's Award. Another received the Washington State Bar Association's 2009 Courageous Award and is the president of the Young Lawyers Division in his county. Another received the 2009 Champion of Justice Award from the Washington Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers for his work as president of the Seattle-King County NAACP.
We have judges, we have practicing lawyers in all the big firms in the state and around the country, leaders of governmental law offices. Currently, 2 members of the Washington State Bar Association's Board of Governors are graduates of the program.
Our job is to create an environment and an opportunity where they can fully empower themselves and become the voice for themselves and represent the communities that have been so underrepresented in the legal system.
I feel like the ARC program gave me a platform or the opportunity to do what I wanted to do.
I have the honor of being able to represent some of the most vulnerable people in our state and in our country every day.
I've had the ability through my role as a King County prosecutor to touch and change many lives. And even what I'm doing now, I still have that ability.
Here I learned that there is another world, that not everything is business, not everything is money. There are people who need really help. So when I graduated and I started practicing, I first started with doing 300 hours of pro bono every year.
Through this program, I was able to move into the position I now have, and I love my work. I love what I do. I get to work with people who've suffered atrocities in their lifetime and try to help them heal as well as hold the offender accountable. And I would never have that opportunity if this program weren't available.
I've been practicing for 10 years. I'm on the Washington State Board of Governors. I was, during law school, the Student Bar Association president. I was the president of the Lauren Miller Bar Association, which is the African American Bar Association in Washington. All those things would have not been possible had I not been given a simple chance by Paula.
I'm eternally grateful for whatever it is they saw in me to think that I was worthy enough to have this opportunity. So I'm very, very grateful.
I'm incredibly thankful that the program gave me the opportunity to come to law school. It's been something I'd wanted to do since I was about 12 years old. And to be able to come to a school like Seattle U really meant a lot to me and still means a lot to me, and I'm forever grateful for the program.
I'm truly blessed to be part of a wonderful program and to be welcomed into such a loving family. And they gave me the opportunity to excel, and I wouldn't be where I am today and where I will be in the future if it wasn't for them.
And I'm extremely grateful to Paula and Professor Bernard. I can't say their names enough. And everything that I've ever achieved professionally, I owe to them, and I always give them the credit because that's where the credit is deserved.
The Seattle University School of Law ARC Access Admissions Program is increasing diversity in the legal profession, ensures a more representative political, economic, and legal system, promotes and provides access to justice for the underserved, enriches the profession and the educational experience for all clients and students, provides role models for future generations, and promotes civic participation.
This is a program that offers opportunity to people. It doesn't guarantee anything. It doesn't deliver anything to them other than an opportunity. By opening that door, people have to run through it, and they certainly have.
One of the most enriching parts about working with this population for me and with these students is they have huge hearts. They have huge reasons for being.
I love being able to spend time with the students. They're remarkable. The things that they also want to do are unbelievable.
My understanding is that over half of them would not have had an opportunity to get a law degree. All of them would not have been admitted into this law school. And so they would have probably gone on to figure out other ways to be of service. But clearly at least half of them would not have entered the legal profession.
What that's meant is that many of these people have been particularly driven, particularly committed, particularly sort of focused on serving the community and serving the broader world because they have a great understanding of how important it is for professionals to reach back and help.
The LSAT can measure some things but not all things, and it doesn't measure passion and it doesn't measure motivation.
Because I can remember what they were feeling the first day they were here. To see them succeeding in a whole variety of roles in practice, it's an incredible feeling. I'm so proud of them.
And I reached a point where I started assuming that when I met people who had reached a great amount of acclaim or had reached a great amount of success, that they were alums of this program.
And we're there to remind them. We're there to say, wait a minute, you came here to make this difference, and you can make this difference. And they do.
As Governor of Washington State, I congratulate the Seattle University School of Law ARC Access Admissions Program because it is truly changing the face of the profession.